All right, welcome back to LearnWire. Let's take a look at VideoTap. Now, there's a lot going on with this software. This is going to be like Minvo, but I believe they even have more stuff in this app to uncover or unwrap, if you will. So, all right, welcome back to LearnWire. We're going to be looking at VideoTap today. Now, this is a software that is like Munch, and it is Opus Clip, and it is like recently launched Minvo on Appsumo. There has been quite a few of these types of apps that have hit Appsumo in the last year, where you can take your video and then upload it into the application, and then we can go out and it does a bunch of stuff for us, right? This will create social media clips, so we can go and post them on YouTube Shorts and TikTok and Instagram Reels and Facebook Reels. And then we have blog posts. I really want to look at blog posts. I'm sure you guys do too. I'm always interested in how I can take my YouTube information, my YouTube video, and then turn it into a good blog post. And short of me using Claude or ChatGPT, those are the only ones that are getting me the results that I want. And so it'll be interesting to take a look at that and what kind of quality it can produce for us. YouTube stuff, YouTube description, all kinds of stuff. So there's a lot to unpack in here. And so I'm going to try to zip through the sales page and not spend as much time on the sales page, because I'm sure you guys really just want to learn about the software, right? So this obviously is a tool that's for content creators, course creators, YouTubers like myself, and so forth. Okay. We're going to come down here and you can see and check all that out, but I'm going to go just all the way down here and I usually don't spend a lot of time on the plans and features, but you can see right over here what you get. And then it'll generate blog posts. It'll find the best highlights into your clips. That's obviously the better that it can do that, the better for us. And then you can obviously use these, like I just said, on YouTube, TikTok, and Reels and so forth. We have our generate chapters. Now, there's been tools, full-fledged tools that have launched on Appsumo that have just done chapters for videos. And this is just one tiny feature of the tool. It'll create the chapters for you. So it'll be great to look at that as well. Generate tags and descriptions, tweets. They're working on, I believe, I'm not sure if it's integrated yet, but where you'll actually be able to push a button, it'll actually tweet out to your Twitter account. And they're working on being able to do that with all of the applications, YouTube and Facebook and all these other different social media platforms, to where you'll be able to actually disperse the content that it creates onto those platforms. But they're not there yet. It generates summaries and meta and translates into blog posts, and you can get your subtitles right over here to upload into YouTube, which is great. And then generates transcripts and watermarks. This is just before we go into it, it's going to be a full-fledged kind of Descript type tool as well. So it's going to be kind of a combo of Opus Clip and Minvo and Descript all kind of packed into one. So it's not necessarily a video creation tool, but it's after you create a video, you upload it to here and it'll do all this stuff for us. So super cool. Let's go into actually before we do that, when we go into check into the pricing, I want to go to the founders real quick. And we have our roadmap over here. Obviously, they do have other feature requests and people are voting on them, and all the things generate thumbnails and post right over here to be able to add keywords to it and all kinds of stuff. But they do have their roadmap. I like to see that. Sometimes people launch, they don't even have, these vendors launch, they don't even have a proper roadmap, but they obviously seem like they have their stuff together. They do have a little YouTube channel right over here that they are getting traffic to and so forth. But certainly there are some tutorials, but it has not had any other ones added to it in the last few months. And then finally over here, what you can read through, I like the kind of, it just seems like a straightforward, personable founder named Chris over here. So you can read like just the way he writes. He's just trying to really speak to Sumolings. He did position it more of a B2B than a B2C, more of a business to business type tool instead of a business to customer type tool. And then we'll come through here and look at so they're clearly saying they're not there yet, right? This is their launch, but they're not there yet. But their big vision, right? If they could have all their wish lists done right now, this is what it would be: create your awesome video, add it to video clip, their video tap, generate clips, show notes, YouTube, title, description, chapters, one-click publish to multiple platforms, get stats and ideas for new content from VideoTap. And they don't want to be a content generator, they never will, but they do want to be a video marketing platform. Okay, so that's what the tool is. We can go look at reviews. And their reviews are currently at 4.6 out of 5 tacos. And I believe that the one that's holding them back from 5 stars is this one right over here. It was about the support. They sent an email at 1 a.m. and they were just hasty on wanting to get the response back. And then they also assumed that the software would publish to all those platforms. And so this one is, you have to read the review. It's not a very credible review as far as like them giving them a 2-star. I think that he politely and professionally answered back right there. So you're welcome to go and check those out. Check out the reviews and so forth. But obviously, yeah, you want to see what the negative review is. And I don't think that it's very credible. So we'll come back in here and we'll take a look at the pricing real quick. So we got license tier 1 is $49 and you're going to get 100. You get 1 team member, 100 minutes uploaded every month. That's the biggest thing that I care about. So and right now they're matching the social media clips to the amount of minutes, right? So tier 2 is $149. You're going to get 5 team members, 500 minutes uploaded, and 500 social media clips. And you're going to use AI Claude Sonnet on tier 1 and tier 2. But once you get into license tier 3, it's $299 all in. You get 20 team members, 1,500 minutes every month. 1,500 social media clips, unlimited translations per month, and this is where you get to use AI Claude 3 Opus. So you're going to use the most advanced large language model from Claude 3. So this is one of those tools. If you love the tool, they did really incentivize you on tier 3. You're getting a lot because you're getting a lot of minutes right here, and then you're getting a really good tool right over here, Claude 3 Opus. I did some calculations, and basically what this means for me is that my average YouTube video is 20 minutes long on this channel, and if I did 24 videos per month, license tier 2 would work for me. So what that means is if you run 1 or 2 channels and your average video length is 10 minutes, then license tier 1 actually will probably get you by pretty decently. Actually, you'd have to do the math on that. So you would just actually take 100 minutes, and it's actually, I'll just do this off the top. So it's almost 2 hours. So it's not even 2 hours. So really it's going to buy you about 12 to 15 10-minute videos right here. So if you have one YouTube channel and you're posting 15 or less videos per month, they're 10 minutes long, then license tier 1. This is just one of those things where I just really wouldn't come in at a license tier 1 with something like this. I definitely recommend license tier 2 or higher with this plan because you'll be able to be satisfied with the amount of minutes that you'll be able to put up right there. You guys get the drill, right? You don't want to get license tier 1 and then like you're 2 or 3 videos short of being satisfied, right? You want to really recommend license tier 2 for $149 on this deal. Before we jump into that, just want to go over here. We have go into Appsumo, and I'm going to look at, so they have a last call. So this is only for Plus members, and this is for the next 4 days. And I just wanted to go through this right here. Any of them that stand out to me, Part Nero, I don't think I did a review on this, but it got 38 reviews, really good ratings. And this is where you can create and manage your own affiliate program. And it reminds me a little bit of First Promoter. And so this is probably a pretty high valuable affiliate program tool right here. If you need to create your own affiliate program, or if you have a SaaS tool or something like that, would be pretty good. And then we'll come over here. Castmagic, I got really good ratings. For the things that I tried to build the tool with, it didn't actually work for me. And so I can't really recommend the tool, but you can go and look into it. So I'm at least looking into. It's basically using AI to automate your tasks. I don't know if I ever did PicMaker or not, but this is going to be like an AI / Canva type tool. But One Take and Jupiter, I picked both these tools up and paid for them. I like them. They've got a lot of reviews and solid ratings. They're video creation tools and so forth. I definitely would go and check out Jupiter and One Take if you're a Plus member. If you didn't get a chance to pick those ones up, I definitely highly recommend looking at those 2 tools. All right, so let's go in to check out the rest of VideoTap. So you're right over here, and you basically go through a little bit of a process that asks a little bit about your business, where we know the drill. And then what we can go over here, you can see that they have a chat feature over here as well. They do have a warning up here during launch, right? They're getting a lot of people. They're having issues with AI clips generation, and it's slow sometimes, working on a fix now. So hopefully I'll be able to get through the review and be able to show this to you. But at least they give us the warning there, and I'll take that into consideration with my rating if I end up running into some issues with it. Let's add videos. So right over here, it pulls your channel. So I connected my channel, and if I wanted to create some blog posts, I could just click and create blog posts as many as I want just by clicking the box. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to go over to my site just to make sure the last one. So sales blink, SEO formula. So I haven't done any since Pouncer. Okay. So I can come back over here and definitely we can go with Wonder right here. And then we may as well go with, let's just create 2 for now. And then also I'm going to push the add videos right there. So now it's going to ready and process. It's going to create it's starting processing on those videos right there. You can also go and just specifically add a YouTube URL right over here. If it's somebody else's and you haven't connected your channel, I'm sure you can put that in right there as well. But obviously it's pulling in sequence, right? May 3rd was the last video I published, and then May 1st, and then April 30th. So you go down the list, right? And it'll also tell you if it's already added. If you're connecting this with a YouTube channel, you're probably going to be spending most of your time just looking at those. And so we picked those. It's going to process those. And it looks like you can add videos to a folder and do it that way as well. So you can actually upload a video as opposed to it being already published on YouTube. So it's like YouTube first, and then we want to do a bunch more stuff to our video. The way I would do it is you would just publish your video under unlisted. Then you would come back over here, and then if you want to get your description and your tags and title and all that stuff taken care of, and then eventually they might add thumbnail creation and all that, then you'll be able to do all those things inside the software, and then go and update your video, and then finally push that publish button. It does remind me a little bit of Taja. So if you want to go and check out Taja I've done a couple of Taja reviews. This was an Appsumo tool that was super cool with YouTube. I picked it up and you can see all those cool thumbnails that it creates and so forth. And that's a tool that I think is worth picking up. So it does have a lot of those types of features. It's specific to video optimization and so forth. And while I'm over here talking away, I didn't actually push the start processing. We said ready to process right here, and I'm going to do just 1 for now. So I'm actually going to unselect just because for the sake of trying to speed this up. And so we have Wonder AI. You have to push the start processing button right over here. Okay. So now you can see it's processing our video. This is a 22-minute video. So it's a good sample size of what my videos are like, around 20 minutes. It's processing the video file. It's going to do a transcript of main content, social media clips, blog post, and 10 other pieces right over here. And we'll come back when it is done with this. Okay, so it's been about 5 minutes. This is a 22-minute video. You can see it's done with the transcript, done with the main content. And then we have the social media clips. Looks like it's done with that as well. Generating blog post, and then some other pieces. We'll be back in just a minute. While it's continuing to produce the highlight clips and so forth, it does say that it will get an email when your video is ready. That is checkmarked. Looks like you can uncheck that if you want. We'll go ahead and leave it checked, see what that looks like. We're going to go and take a look at this. I just wanted to go over the navigation bar up here. So you have your integrations over here. You have your settings. And then if you wanted to add your team member, you'd come over here and you would manage team right there as well. Nicely laid out, very easy to follow UI. We're going to come over here and I'm going to look at the main content by just pushing done. And then this is what it's going to look like inside of here. So it looks like coming soon, published to YouTube. So you could actually upload your video directly into here, do all this right here, get it all situated, and then push a publish button. I think that's cool, a cool feature if they can really figure out how to do this like almost perfectly. I'm just so used to, and I think most YouTubers are so used to uploading directly onto YouTube, having full control over everything right there. But if it already pulls the tags right over here, let's see what the tags look like. Shopify print on demand. That's what Wonder AI really does. It did pull some good tags. Printify AI integration, automatic product designs with AI. Tags are pretty good. They're not a big deal with current YouTube SEO strategies. Tags are not really, they're like a less than 5% factor. So it's not that big a deal. I do the chapters, introduction and overview, pricing, operations explained, logging in and dashboard. So it does a really great chapters. That is a huge one right now because I'm literally my workflow is I have to take my transcript from Descript and then I have to put that into, and I'm using Claude. And I liked that they are using Claude and not ChatGPT for personal preference. After testing, Claude is my kind of go-to tool for content creation and even just creating video chapters, and it just generally performs better than ChatGPT for me personally. And so I like that VideoTap is using Claude to do this. And so they're getting the chapters for you. We do have a description right over here. It's a decent description. It's not like a massive description. It's just a sentence or two. And then we have the title that was already titled. And then we have a summary. So this would be your summary or show notes, right? You could also put this in if you wanted to. And this is the exact kind of structure of my reviews. If you guys haven't noticed, I do an introduction and I go over the sales page. Then I go over the pricing. And then I go over the features and the demo of the product I spend the most time on. And that's where I'm at right now with this current review you're watching. And then I usually do like a final thoughts and rating is what I end up doing. So that's a pretty cool show notes right there. And then we'll come back over here and look at the meta description. Discover how Wonder AI revolutionizes. That looks a little long, and then I'm wondering right here, what is this summary? Yeah, it's really just a show notes in summary. It's not the blog because you can see it's creating clips and blog posts for us right now. So that's what that first part looks like. You can mark it as published right there as well. We're going to go back. We'll come back to the videos in a sec. I'm going to go back to integrations because I wanted to show you guys those. So we are fully connected to YouTube right here, but we don't have it doing anything. We're also not connected to Twitter. I thought that it actually came with Twitter integrated, but it actually doesn't. We'll go over to settings, preferred language, auto detect. You can just say English if you want. And then notification, you can turn that off on default if you want. The default page is clips. Dashboard, blog, etc., whatever you're using it the most. Blog prompt, so you can actually prompt, so additional instructions to pass for blog generation. This will be used as all of your generated blog posts. For example, write in casual format, make my words right there. So that's cool. Maybe we can even put a backstory in right over here as well. We could put in our backstory of our brand right here and this set of instructions. And so then it's going to create better content. I didn't know that, or we would have maybe done that first. So that's really cool. I'll have to come back and try that out on another video, probably. Clip settings, show words, highlight words, max words on screen, highlight color, text bottom. So some good settings right there. YouTube description. This is the default YouTube description that will be used when you upload your video. So you can actually put in a default right there as well. So I like that there's all these settings right here. This is some really thoughtful settings right there. You can go and leave your feedback. We have our change log and your team right there. Okay, we're going to go to videos. You can either upload from this button here as well, or add your videos from over here. So I'm going to go and click on this other section right over here under videos. So the very, very left, the very first button that you can click, and that's going to give you your videos that you're currently working on. It's going to tell you what your allotted amount, so minutes remaining, 77 out of 100. I'm not sure why the green bar is about 25%. Oh, 77 out of the 100 is remaining. That's exactly how many. So it took 23 minutes right there. And so they're going to show you where you're at right here with clips and your minutes remaining. And I'm going to go back and see if we can go back into it right here. So I'll go back into the video. It looks like we do have, it's still working on clips. We'll have to come right back. So that's something that it's definitely been a good 20 minutes and we don't have our clips. And that is why the AI clips generation, it's slow and sometimes break, working on a fix now. So I am going to have to pause and come back because I don't want to get this review out without looking at the clips. It does say AI is generating the clips. And we also want to look at that blog post too, right? So we'll have to come back and finish this up in a little while. Okay, so it's later on in the day. We are back. A couple things. All right, so I just wanted to show you the email that I got earlier. So this was actually 3 hours ago. And it said, hello, VideoTap is done making marketing content for your 22-minute video Wonder AI review right here. But here's the deal. So they sent out this message and it means that the blog post is done and maybe your YouTube description and so forth is done. But as far as like the social media clips that we would really want to be using, those were not yet created at that time. And so it actually took quite a while. So that just wanted to give you that update. Like, I think that maybe an email when everything is done might be more appropriate, because if people are primarily buying this for the clips that you can get, and I'm going to go click into it now, and you're going to be able to see all the different options you have over here. What was another tool like this? It was called Castmagic, I believe, or something like that. It was a similar tool. You could do all these different things from content, but the clips right over here is what we really are waiting for, right? This is probably the biggest selling point of why customers will come on. Me, as far as the blog post as well, is a big deal as well. So we'll come back. Actually, no, we'll come back to blog and social in a minute. Let's go ahead and deal with clips right now. So this is what it's going to look like. You have all these different clips. Now, I already went in here and messed around with this. I'll show you that in a minute. but this is essentially what it'll look like right over here.
My initial thoughts on it is that
you can see it's purple from the start.
You have to keep it in the back of your mind.
The text highlight is purple. We have different things we can do with that. I don't really know what you would do with this wide horizontal. It does give a virality score, which is very similar. It's basically the same. It has Opus clip. They're giving you a virality score, what they think. The highlights, a common concern about AI's practical application, which many viewers can relate to. I'm not really sure what that means. But basically, the higher the number, the better. What's this clip about? Clip text, so forth. So I'll show you what we can do to turn this into the horizontal. You would just click in here at this one right over here. And then, for example, let's say we want my brand colors. Now, I would love to be able to... We have show words. We can take that on and off. So that's great. I do. They have some nice options here, but I would like to be able to make these adjustments to all of the clips going forward instead of having to do this each time. But nonetheless, we'd come in here and we'd be able to put in our brand color, click off here, and then now watch. See the color of the text now.
My initial thoughts on it is
right here.
You have to keep it in the back of your mind.
Now, I was hoping that I could turn the volume down. What's the show background right there? Okay, yeah, you can click this show background and it'll actually bring a background on there and you can actually control the color right there as well. So I do like that. Now this transition, as we push play, you'll be able to see if I push the lift.
To try to build a business that's going to make money.
And then here's grow.
I've yet to seen it. I wish that they would have a case study and show me that they've gone out and built hundreds of products using.
So you can see that you have the way that the animation is going to be on the text. You have 4 options, basically none, lift, grow, and rotate. You can control the text size, text position. You can move it to the center.
Their software and then actually make money from it. So that's the only reserve I have
and then finally in bold and uppercase and so forth. Now here's where you can change it from horizontal to vertical. First of all, I think that they should default this to vertical because people, like I said, I don't know who would be posting a 28 second horizontal clip to any platform, but most of the platforms we would be doing short form 9:16 content like this. Now, you can see that's what it looks like at the top. I think that if we put it on the bottom, it might just be too low. They need to move it up just a little bit.
Try to build a business that's going to bring. Wish that they would have a case study and show me that they've gone out and.
So that's what it looks like. Now, this is the deal. We can't click on this and adjust this in any way. We have the horizontal video right here. And the thing that's going to separate this from Opus Clip, it does have the edge when it comes to, now we can split scene right over here. We can also switch to portrait. Oh, okay. I had that wrong, guys. You can switch to portrait mode right there. And you can also choose speed and you can pan. Looks like there's a pan of some sort, pan and zoom. So now I'm going to push play right here.
Products using their software and then actually made money from it. So that's the only reserve I have or just reservation is that yes, this is AI and so forth, but can this actually produce results and produce money into your business? My initial thoughts on it is that
so you have to keep in the back of your mind, you would have to choose what clip you're working with. Because and then I'm not really sure what the pan right there is doing.
That's going to make money. I've yet to seen it. I wish that they would have a case study and show
this part right here. I'm not really sure because it's not zooming in. It's not panning in and out.
Using their software and then actually made money from it. So that's the only reserve I have.
I'm not really sure what that is. So in this case, we would probably leave it at the horizontal. Now most of this is going to be from. So there's a split scene right there. But I want to come click on here and also make that, not sure why I'm not able to move it back to horizontal. So I'm going to go back out, come back into it, see if I can fix it. Okay, so we've got it back to the landscape. So in general, if you're just in a still screen right here anyways, you're probably gonna wanna leave it on here. But if it's a talking head video and you're on the middle of the screen, then you would wanna switch it to portrait. Now I do like that they do have that option. I almost didn't find these options right over here. So I'm even more impressed with the tool, the fact that you can switch it to portrait. Now, Opus Clip does have automatically adding in B-roll and emojis and doing things like that. Super cool. I'm sure that will get on the roadmap and VideoTap will be adding those features soon. But we do have the words, we have the social media post right here. So it's doing a lot of the work for us already. And then, like I said, you have all this, and then you can go ahead and once you have your color for your branding, you have all your settings. Now you can come over here and click edit settings for all clips. So now you can come over here. Nope, that's not what I was thinking because preferred language, clips, prompt. So the blog prompt right over here, I do want to update that with a backstory. Let's see okay, yeah, so here's where I want to put the green font there, max words on the screen, that's fine, show words, highlight words, and text at the bottom. So that's pretty good. So I'm going to go ahead and push save. The only thing that if you wanted to switch these to portrait mode and you knew that you were going to be using portrait mode on all of them, I don't see the option to do that right here in these settings. Or go back to videos real quick. And so that's one of the other things too, is that I don't like that I have to come into every one of these. Now, basically, and it didn't seem like it did it, right? The color thing didn't work. And so I'm have to come over here and fix this one as well. And then keeping it at horizontal. But here's the deal. Yeah, we want to be able to, so in the master settings, like I just showed you, I would want to be able to select that we want all the videos to be created in vertical always. And that's basically what I would want. Using AI to do all the hard work for you. You can create 100 products in 24 hours. They have some different so that's pretty throttling. Good. And you know what, to be honest, these types of videos do just fine. It's enough. People can see what you're doing on the screen. It's enough to still get views and grow your accounts. But like I said, Opus Clip does a little bit better job, even at the screen at zooming in on where you're at on the screen and so forth. But nonetheless, I love that option to be able to select vertical and apply this to all clips. Like we should be able to apply this to all the current clips on this video itself. And so once you find one that you like or whatever, then you can go export clip. Okay, so it's rendering. We're at 40%. And then we can view the clip, we can download, or we can share. So what is share? Is just a link that we could go and looks like it's part of VideoTap, and we could share this video with someone. Not really sure why we would do that, but I guess that could be thought of as a good feature. But really we would just be downloading it, right? So at that point we've rendered it. So now it's downloaded and it's over here. And now we can go and put this on our YouTube Shorts, Instagram, or TikTok as we wish. So overall, that's pretty dang cool. I like that. We'll go one more time. We'll go look at the clips that we have. We have the virality score, we have the text and so forth, the summaries, and this is what it looks like right over here. It looks like it created 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So it looks like it created 8 clips for us. And then I guess if we wanted to come in here and I want to see what create clip means. And so here's where the entire script is, and we can go and customize and create a clip as well. We do have a nice, here is where that video chapters is right there. And we could go in here and create a clip. Let's say we highlight that. So once you get the prompt and then we create clip from that. So whatever we had highlighted, or right here, it's highlighted. Not sure, but we'll see what it does with that. So it's rendering the preview, and that might take a while. So okay, so that was super fast. Look at this little bug that we've got right here. Watch when I push play. Ding, 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 ding. Yeah, that's not good. Something weird going on. I'll push refresh. Yeah, super weird. I found a bug. I usually do. Don't use the custom clips feature right now. All right, so that's the clips feature. Pretty cool. We'll move on. It works a lot like Minvo and a lot of the other tools like this. But what separates this, I think, let's go skip down to social. So it's going to give us some tweets like, just checked out Wonder AI software that brings tons of automation to print on demand. It can create products. One of the most advanced tools I've seen. Copy to clipboard or click tweet. I'm not sure what that'll end up doing. It will just take you over to your Twitter account. You got to log in and all that stuff, right? But nonetheless, you could copy this and you could use this for Instagram. You could use this for Facebook. And someone in the comments said you can basically use these suggestions right here for content for any social media. It doesn't have to be just Twitter. And then it looks like they're going to be adding LinkedIn next. So that's super cool. So you have all this text right over here, a way that you can go and relay this out and get your message out to other platforms. Now let's spend some time in blog. So I think this is very interesting. I've taken a look at it. We can rewrite, we can regenerate, we can download, we can share. But look at what this does. Okay, so we've got our basic editor, H2s, H3s, H4s, some code, and a quote right there. Export blog post. So basically, real simple, but here is where it shines. So we've got that. It says, welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to be taking a deep dive into Wonder AI, a software that brings a ton of automation to the print-on-demand business. With Wonder AI, you can automatically create print-on-demand social media posts, marketplace listings, and artificial intelligence. This is one of the biggest and most advanced softwares that I've personally seen or done a review on. That's pretty much a bold statement, right? First look. This is pretty much following. Now, I've already done the research. I already came in here into Descript and found the transcript for Wonder AI, and it was over 5,000 words. Now, the amount of words that's on this is about, it created about a I think it was like 1700 or something like that. So I'm going to highlight all this, right click, and then go to word counter. And it created a 1700 word blog post right over here. And it writes very similar or close, almost verbatim, the way that I speak. And so it's very much first person, very much like this content right here just shows that I did this review. If I go publish this on my site, I did this review and it's just working. I've had a dream of creating a software like this where we can come in here at any point, and I've also checked that out and it's right as well. So if I do an add screenshot right here, click the add screenshot button, and right over here, we are at the pricing point right over here. And that's when we're talking about, so I want to go over here when we're talking about, like right over here. So it's pulling the price when I'm talking about the pricing from the actual website and not the tier, the license tiers, right? So like this one right over here, we got the license tier, $39.99 and $249. Now look, $39.99 and $249 right there. So it's accurate. I would maybe want to move this right here I would move this down when I go and publish it down to right here for whatever reason. But we keep scrolling, and let's just say we want to go over here, right? And you can see like the screenshot right here. And then if you want to add the screenshot, it's going to add the screenshot where I was at on my screen when I was doing my review. So this is the most complete blogging first AI workflow that I have seen, period, from any software that's tried to do it. There's been a lot of YouTube to blog post creators that I've seen over the last couple of years. And this is the most complete that I've seen. Like right over here, looking at how it can actually grab a screenshot exactly where you were at right over here and create this blog post, take your 5,000 plus word transcription and take it down into 1,700 words into a blog post. And so I'm very impressed. Wonder AI integrates with the following platforms right here. Boom. Creating a product. Let's go through the process of creating a product with Wonder AI. I'm going to choose wall art for this example. You have a different wall art designs to choose from. And I think this framed poster looks super cool. So I'm going to, so like right there, you'd probably want to go over here. So this part right over here, I think is cool, but the text is almost too verbatim, if you will. So it's not completely creating it into just a very nice blog post. And so in a sense, after reading it very closely, it's verbatim, if you will. It is taking the best parts of the whole video. But my favorite part is the screenshot portion right here. So I think this could be very useful. I'm probably going to go and publish this to see if we can get this rating, because it's so personable and it's very much based on experience. The text right here, Google's going to know, oh yeah, whoever did this review definitely did an actual real review, because this information is not found on any other website. It does a quote from me right there as well. So I'm pretty impressed with the blog post, right? So export blog post right over here. We can copy the markdown, copy plain text, copy HTML. We can download the thumbnail and download all images right there as well. So I'm not going to make you sit through me publishing that on my site, but I am going to go at least do one test, post this on my site and see if I can get it ranking and so forth. But overall, I'm very impressed with the blog post portion of this. And finally, we'll go into settings. And yeah, there's not really a whole lot going on there. So this is VideoTap. This was a very long, in-depth review. I'm very impressed with VideoTap. I think that this is a software worth picking up if you are a YouTuber or podcaster or video first of anything. This is going to allow you to create your blog post. It's going to allow you to create social media posts. It's going to allow you to create all your shorts that you need to be able to go and publish on all the other platforms. Overall, I think this, if they could continue adding to the tool, I think that this is a really nice foundation that they came to the Appsumo with. The UI was easy to use. They did have the warning earlier about the videos. It looks like that's gone away because I'm in the afternoon and I was recording the first part of the review in the morning time. And since then, it looks like they fixed the lag time for creating the clips and overall. So overall, this is a complete tool that can really help you with your automation or your workflow for getting more content out of one piece of content, video first. I'm really big on video first, creating a YouTube channel and then doing a bunch of stuff after the fact, after you create videos. Overall, I really like this. The link will be below. This will will be a software that I have some similar softwares, but this is a software I'm seriously considering. I already have tier 1, but this is something I would be considering upgrading personally for my own business to license tier 2 or 3. I'm going to give it a final rating of a 4.6. It's definitely not quite there to give a 5, but it's definitely a little bit better than a 4.5 in my opinion. So I'm going to go ahead and go with a 4.6 right now. Definitely ready to go, and I think it's worth picking up. So link will be below. Thanks for joining me. Let me know what you guys thought of this tool, and I'll see you in the next review.